Although the job was great, Mohamad felt he had to move on.
New York, if you want to learn the English language, is not the place.
So Mohamad called WSU and told them he wanted to enroll for the fall semester. While working in New York, Mohamad had been saving every penny he could.
Here you go, I'm coming Kansas. Doesn't know anybody, have no idea. The only thing I know the university.
When he arrived, he took an English placement test.
And I started from the bottom, to be honest with you. So I start from the bottom.
Taking college courses is tough enough, so imagine taking courses in a language you don't speak all that well.
So if you want to learn English, school is not enough.
Really?
Absolutely. You need to get to the street, you need to interact with people. You cannot shelter yourself. So you need to deal with them, you need to talk it, you need to write it, you need to listen it.
Harder and then hug, and then they think that, wow, this is very dramatic back in the 60s.
If you want to be somebody in this country, you better learn the language.
So Mohamad decided to look for a job that would force him to learn to speak English. So he applied at McDonald's.
I'll be happy if they let me just to clean their floor. Very happy.
And that's just what the manager wanted him to do.
And I said, can you come tomorrow at 2? And she wrote the schedule. I never forget. This is my first schedule back in 1992. And I felt really like the sky had opened again.
Despite the fact he spoke only broken English, McDonald's owner Beth Raper could tell Mohamad had something special.
When he came over, he really didn't speak English very well at all. So what made you decide, we're going to give this guy a chance?
Through McDonald's and the training system that we have, you can take anybody, and as long as they're willing to work hard and to follow the procedures, because we're very procedure oriented. So it's easy for anybody to really learn it if they're willing to try it.
He couldn't speak enough English to work a register to help the customers, but he sure could clean. He took pride in mopping the floors. He took pride in cleaning the bathrooms. Everything. He would clean anything that you asked him to, and he would do it to the best of his ability.
That this was not going to be Mohamad's future, but we felt that we could help him out.
As all my life, I believe whenever you do, give it 100%. So I remember when I clean even the bathroom, when I clean it, they know that Mohamad did clean the bathroom. When I clean the lobby, they know. When I wipe tables, they know. And this is the way of my life.
Rather than spend time only doing the jobs he was hired to do, Mohamad also took the initiative to learn some of the other positions.
You never know, opportunity might come and knock on your doors. If you're not ready, it will move on. So I always ask, how you do this? So I got to learn stock, go to the freezer, bring the meat, flip the burger. That's the fun time.
Even though he was still speaking in broken English at that point, within 6 months he was promoted to crew trainer.
I would never forget the day they had given me a headset. My heart is pounding. Having a headset in the drive-thru and talking to people, welcome to McDonald's, how can I take a order?
Even though some people gave him a hard time for the way he sounded.
Because I believe if you give an opportunity, go for it. I didn't say no. I didn't say I'm scared. I said, okay.
What many of us would see as a job that was beneath us, Mohamad saw as an opportunity instead.
I cannot believe it. A 12-year-old farmer from Sudan in America, conversations in English with American.
As time went on, his English kept improving, so he decided it was time to get a job doing something his college degrees prepared him to do, work in finance.
So I was talking with my friends and said, what do you think, guys? I'm going to apply for bank. And they start laughing. Okay, well, come on, Mohamad, you stick with McDonald's.
Once again, Mohamad refused to let anything prevent him from seeking his dream.
So I started applying for 5 banks in town here. I think none of them had responded back to my applications.
Rather than let that discourage him, Mohamad came up with a plan.
He said, this is my strategy. I'm going to pick one bank. And yes, I'm going to go after that bank. Never forget, every Friday, Sierra, 3 o'clock, I call the bank, Human Resources. And that bank, for the record I can say it, it's Emprise Bank.
He called Emprise so many times, he actually got to know the human resources person on a first-name basis.
Hold on, please. You've been at home? Roberta, give her the phone. I said, Roberta, how can I help you? I said, Roberta, is Mohamad. I said, Mohamad, how are you? I said, I'm doing good. So, Roberta, do you have a minute? She said, yes.
Talk about persistence. This actually went on for 2 years. Finally, one day when Mohamad called, he said,
Well, Roberta, I am not looking for a favor. I'm not looking for a handout. I'm looking for an opportunity. That's all I'm asking. If you have a test, if you have any qualification, give it to me. If I succeed, you might give me the job. If I fail, I go my way. You go your way. No hard feelings.
She told him that if he could get there in an hour, she'd give him a test for a part-time teller opening they had. Despite the fact he didn't even have a car, he made it and took that test in just 15 minutes. Then he sat there while it was graded.
And took out probably less than 5 minutes to grade it, and she said, look at me, you aced it. I didn't click. I don't know what ace means. The way she's in American slang, you aced it. I have. So I look. I'm kind of like amazed, but at the same time, I really understand what I said. You passed the test.
They set up his interview for 5 o'clock that night, and Sandy Smith offered him the job on the spot.
And he came in, he was very enthusiastic, seems very passionate. He told me that he was wanting to get a business degree and focus on economics. And actually, I ended up hiring him on the spot. I was so impressed with his desire and just his willingness to, do a good job, and he just seemed very genuine.
I had another feeling. I feel like the sky had opened. This is what I want to be.
Exactly what he dreamed of being as a farmer's kid in Sudan so many years before.
Your balance today?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Within 6 months, he was promoted to full-time teller.
Morning.
It wasn't long before he was promoted to manager.
Really, patience, perseverance. When things get tough, take a deep breath. I always believe that sometimes when really things get tough, you just have to take a deep breath and keep moving. You will be faced with a lot of disappointment, but don't take it personally. Just move on.
In the meantime, Mohamad was still going to school as well.
In 2000, I finished my master's degree from Wichita State University. I haven't taken any student loans. I have not taken any government assistance. I've been in America for 18 years. I haven't taken a dime. I work every day all my life in America. This is a price you have to pay for America. If you want to appreciate the country, don't ask America to give you money. Ask yourself, how can you come give America? Which is, I think, John F. Kennedy said. That's what really resonated in my head. What can you do for America? What kind of difference you can make?
Which was advice that came in handy when he took on his next challenge. After 4 years working at Emprise's Brittany Center branch, Mohamad was given the chance to run his own branch.
The branch I took over was one of the lowest productions, number 11. Sandy branch was number 1. Within 1 year turnaround, my branch was number 1 and Sandy was number 2. I never forget the call. I said, Mohamad, if somebody else, not you, I will be mad, but because of you, I'm so proud of you.